season right now?
I think the entire team did. If it's just Cam all by himself, I don't think that happens, because what they did last week, guys, was they out-Ravened the Ravens. I mean, that was perfect for the Ravens to win. The wet, the sloppy, run the football, be physical. But on the other side, it was the Patriots. They were the team that did that. So that type of tough formula, I mean, defense makes plays. The offensive line, for me, is everything in New England. I mean, if they are able to stay healthy and establish a running game, that's what makes Cam what he is. The running quarterback, awful play action, Jacoby Myers getting open because the linebackers are sucking up because of the run. That's what it's all about for me. But I still see the Buffalo Bills as, I mean, they'd have to fall apart for them to lose the race in this division. And then the Miami Dolphins, too, are also playing very well. I've been on a Patriots team that was 5-5 after 10 weeks, and we went on to win the Super Bowl. This is a different team, but still, coaching, don't underestimate it. They still have a chance to make some noise in this season.
Yeah, and a big part of that, too, is Cam isn't turning the ball over. The last 2 games, no turnovers, and he's completing so many of those passes on third down, 93% right now. Let's look at those standings, though. You're talking about other AFC East teams. With the Patriots winning 2 straight, they're back in the AFC East conversation like we're talking about, but the Pats are still in 3rd place behind the Bills and the Dolphins. Tua and Miami are only a half game behind Buffalo in the division, and the Dolphins head to Denver today looking for their 6th straight win. So, Randy, with them looking for 6 straight, do you really think either the Patriots or the Dolphins can challenge the Bills in this division?
Well, let me say this. I think that for the last 15 to 20 years that this division has been led by the play of the quarterback. And I think when you're looking at all 3 of these teams, with the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Patriots, all 3 quarterbacks are having a great year. With Cam Newton of lately with the 77 completion percentage. So I really think with the Dolphins being a half game back and the Patriots being 2.5 game back, anything can happen. And I think that, like you said, Brew, the Buffalo Bills, this is their division. But the quarterback play that I've seen of lately, from Tua being undefeated as soon as they gave him a start, Cam Newton last week in the Storm showed some real toughness of him really grabbing the bull by the horns and just taking control of the quarterback position for the New England Patriots. So I still think it's a 3-way fight, but like Teddy said, it's the Buffalo Bills division to lose.
Yeah, see, I think it's a 2-way fight. Draw a line underneath the Dolphins. I think it's just too late for New England to make up this kind of ground.
Draw a line above the Dolphins.
Or above them, yes, I'm sorry. But to me, or below if you want, if you're dyslexic like I am. But when you look at this, to me, the Dolphins are a complete football team. That's why it makes them so dangerous. That's why they went with the quarterback they did. They wanted a guy that can protect the football team.
What's his name,
wing it out there to it. And anyway, Tagovailoa, I'm not close. I'm in the ballpark. I can tell you this. I know his name if he was on my team. But he's done a great job. He makes plays down the field, but he protects the football team. They have a great, this defense is outstanding.
It's coming, though. It's coming.
It is coming.
The mistakes from Tua, I think, will come.
It's never happened. It never happened in college. It ain't going to happen here. I truly believe this is the next Drew Brees. You don't think he's going to make any rookie mistakes out there as a quarterback, throw some interception, do something? Brew, I'm looking at this. This kid was on the biggest stage in college football, but was the most accurate quarterback I have ever seen in college football. And that's why I think he brings here. Instead of, if they want turnovers, just put the other cat in.
I just think
the one that I said, I was the one who sat here and said that was the right decision.
Yeah.
And because I saw it, and that's why they took him. Would you agree, though, Brew?
Is he a different rookie than every other rookie that we've seen in terms of ups and downs, mistakes, great games? Then all of a sudden he throws 3 to 4 picks. He could blow. Those mistakes could come in the most critical game coming up.
But they could. But I'm going to tell you this. It would have happened. It's no could have happened. It would have happened if the other cat would have stayed in there at quarterback, Fitzpatrick. So to me, this is a great decision by Brian Flores. But this is a heck of a football team. When I look, they can play defense now.
That's true.
And so when I look at them, I think they're the best defense in the division right now. And why? Because I know 5 starters are not in there this year from New England, but that's how I see it. And so to me, that's why I say I don't see the huge 3-interception game by this young man. I don't see it.
You had me when you take the Buffalo Bills and you draw a line under that, and then this is really like the Dolphins and the Patriots are in a fight here. This is the Buffalo Bills division. Randy, you said it. You said this has been the quarterback-driven division.
Yes.
Josh Allen's the best quarterback in this division. This is a Super Bowl caliber team in Buffalo. How long has it been since we could say that? This is a team that could absolutely go win the Super Bowl this year. So, like, this is not a team that's like, oh, man, I hope we win the AFC East. The Buffalo Bills feel like they already won the AFC East. They're not worried about Miami. They're not worried about New England. You know who they're worried about? Buffalo. They're worried about themselves, and that's what the best teams do. They don't worry about the opponent. It's not about the scouting report. It's about us, and that's what I see out of Buffalo. They're creative, and they haven't even played their best on defense yet. Like last year, we were talking about how great their defense is. This year, their defense really has been like kind of mediocre at times. But you know they won't stay that way. Like, you know they'll get it fixed. I think, Sam, to your question, this is Buffalo's division, and the other teams are chasing them.
I mean, I'm with you on the division. Buffalo is the class right now. We agree on that. I just don't see them as a class of the AFC. I mean, I don't see them as a Super Bowl
team. They're right up there. I would say they're one of the top 4 teams. You're right there with Steelers and the Chiefs. They get in those games, I think they'd be in trouble.
There's a big stat that stands out to your point about Buffalo. I mean, they are 4-0 in the division. So that's something you can't ignore it. I think they're still going to win it. However, you can't ignore where Miami is right now. 5 wins in a row right here. You better be concerned with them.
And going on, probably get another one today.
Yeah, and since week 5, their defense has allowed the fewest points per game in the NFL. You're talking about Buffalo's defense. The best defense in the division right now looks like it's down in Miami.
For sure.
I know I have this circled. Week 17. Dolphins and Bills in Buffalo. Who knows what the weather's going to be?
It's going to be hot and sunny.
Hot and sunny. Yes, I'm sure.
Maybe they won't turn it over 3 times.
Their mind. Yes. Let's get over to Adam Schefter. What do you have coming up for us, Adam?
Coming up on Sunday NFL Countdown, Sean Payton will be live with Diana Rossini telling why he decided to go with Taysom Hill as the Saints starting quarterback. Plus, the inspiring story of a Ravens fan that you don't want to miss.
We've seen that a million times, but man, does Phillip Rivers have some weapons. Running back Nyheim Hines, I'm not worried about what he does in the running game. I'm anxious to see what Nyheim does in the passing game. And Mr. Zach Pascal, leading the team in receiving yards, an all-around solid player. Hey, Rex Ryan, Phillip Rivers been hot ever since you called him out.
Since I called him out, since we called him out.
Well, he's been hot since we called him out. I can't wait to see this game.
Hey, fellas, let's go to Las Vegas. And the Chiefs are playing the Las Vegas Raiders, and you all know what happened in the first week. Upset by the Las Vegas Raiders in Kansas City. Can they do it again? We talking about taking victory laps around the stadium. These Chiefs are going to be motivated. Patrick Mahomes is going to be motivated. We'll see if the Las Vegas Raiders are for real and the world champs are coming into town for payback.
Hey, the biggest trap game ever, right? The Steelers undefeated, 9-0 against Jacksonville Jaguars. They're playing Baltimore on Thursday. Everybody knows it. You know who doesn't know it and doesn't care? The pass rush of the Pittsburgh Steelers. They may set a sack record today. Doug Marrone, please run the ball 50 times today, please, or you're going to get Luton. It's going to be Luton free out there, and they're going to be